Imagine a Marvel villain so bizarre, so over the top, that even die-hard fans were left scratching their heads. That's M.O.D.O.K in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. A character whose on-screen portrayal sparked more groans than cheers. But what if there was a version that actually worked? Recently, concept artist Konstantin Sakaris unveiled his early designs for the villain. And they're a stark reminder of what could have been a M.O.D.O.K that felt menacing rather than laughable. And this is the part most people miss. The design wasn't just about making him look less silly. It was about balancing his inherent absurdity with a sense of threat. After all, he's the mental organism designed only for killing. Not exactly a name that screams subtlety. Let's rewind to the movie itself, which, despite having its defenders, is widely considered a misstep for Marvel Studios. When Scott Lang, Paul Rudd, and his crew venture into the quantum realm, they encounter M.O.D.O.K, revealed to be Darren Cross, Stoll, the first Ant-Man's nemesis. But here's where it gets controversial. Cross is now a giant floating head with comically tiny limbs. A design choice that felt more like a punchline than a legitimate threat. Kang, Jonathan Majors, found him in the quantum realm, upgraded him with tech, and turned him into a henchman. By the film's end, M.O.D.O.K redeems himself in a surprisingly emotional moment, sacrificing his life to defeat Kang. A twist that left some fans wondering if the character deserved better treatment from the start. Adapting M.O.D.O.K was always going to be a challenge. His comic book design is intentionally absurd, but the Quantumania version leaned too far into the absurdity, losing the menace that makes him a compelling villain. Sakaris's concept art, however, suggests a more grounded approach, one that could have preserved his uniqueness while making him feel like a credible threat. Was Marvel too afraid to take the character seriously, or did they misjudge the audience's willingness to embrace his strangeness? Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, arrived during a rough patch for the MCU. Released just before the Marvels, became the franchise's lowest-grossing film. It felt like part of a larger trend of fatigue among viewers. Marvel's subsequent quality over quantity initiative, reducing the number of annual releases, was a direct response to this slump. Yet, the film isn't without its merits. The quantum realm is a visually stunning setting, and the dynamic between Scott, Hope, Evangeline Lilly, Janet, Michelle Pfeiffer, Hank, Michael Douglas, and Cassie, Catherine Newton, adds heart to the story. Directed by Peyton Reed and produced by Kevin Feige and Stephen Broussard, the film also features standout performances from Jonathan Majors as Kang and Bill Murray as Lord Kryler. Now streaming on Disney+, Quantumania remains a fascinating case study in what happens when a studio swings for the fences and misses. But here's a thought-provoking question for you. Did M.O.D.O.K's design fail because it was too ridiculous, or because it didn't lean into the ridiculousness enough? Let us know in the comments. We're eager to hear your take on this polarizing character and the film that brought him to life.